What is up guys, it is Jordan here and welcome back to a brand new video. It's been a minute since I uploaded, I'm not gonna lie, and by a minute I mean 2 weeks. I am sorry, I've been kind of radio silent. I've just had a crazy 2 weeks honestly with work, and I'm doing a course as well, and then I've got my anniversary, it's Valentine's Day and my girlfriend's birthday coming up, so I've had a lot on my plate and I just haven't had a chance to upload. However, I am kind of back on schedule now, at least the closest thing I have to a schedule. I've never really had one. I always say twice a week, but that doesn't always happen either. I'm really inconsistent. I'm sorry, it's not the way YouTube works, but it's the way I work at the moment. Although I am going to be coming out with a schedule very soon. I've been thinking about it for a while. But anyway, let's get into the topic of this video, and that is that we're going to be talking about some inside, rumoured, and factual, sorry, that was weird, factual and rumoured information in Ready or Not. Before I hop into the topic on the video, I want you guys to let me know in the comments, what are you thinking about Ready or Not so far? How hyped are you about this game? Because honestly, I think I'm reaching another level of hype. Like, every time I see anything about this game, I go nuts, because it honestly looks like what I've been waiting for since I played Swat 4 all those years ago. And I want to know what everyone else's opinions are. What do you think about the current development process? Do you think it's going well? Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comments, and I will try and reply to pretty much everyone. I'm normally pretty good at that. There's one thing I'm good at on YouTube, is replying to comments. Ready or Not, I'm sure you guys know what it is, but Ready or Not is basically what I call the spiritual successor to SWAT 4. It is the very super tactical realistic SWAT game that's coming out very soon, hopefully. And I did make a video on it recently saying how that it could be in trouble. Lots of information has come to light since then. I did correct it in the comments last time as well, just to specify that the developers had been active on Reddit, but they'd been quiet on most other forms of social media. And as well as that, the developers did actually talk to me about being radio silent on Twitter and things like that. And then I put in the suggestion that they should promote their Reddit page on Twitter, and then afterwards they actually made a tweet about their Reddit thing saying that you could talk to them on their Reddit page. So I don't want to say that I encouraged that, but I kind of think I may have done that, and that's kind of cool. So that's a thing. I guess I say thank you to you guys as well for making my video so well known on the Reddit page, because people were sharing it on there and it got lots of traction, which then meant the developers actually wanted to listen to something I said, which was super cool. So thank you for that. But anyway, following on from the topic of Ready or Not being slightly delayed, which is what the last video was about, a guy on Twitter by the name of Ashton, he also has a YouTube channel which I will link in the description below, and his Twitter is AstroR6. He does like Rainbow Six Siege content, kind of like what I used to do. But he hit me up on Twitter and said that he had some information because he'd been in contact with the developers, and sent me a screenshot of an email that he got from the developers talking about the progress of the game. So this comes straight from the developers, so you know that it's official information. So I'll put the image up on the screen so you can see it, but the email simply says, "Hi Ashton, thanks for your email and continued interest in Ready or Not. We are still in development and emails like yours keep us motivated." So there you go, keep emailing them because they like that. Be on the lookout for our upcoming game trailer. With the gameplay trailer, we will also launch a pre-sale campaign. You can support us by buying a pre-sale pack. Some of the packs will likely include limited beta access, which I'm a sucker for things like that, so that got me kind of hype. I like limited things for people that want to get involved early. I think it's a great way to show your support for the game and show other players that, hey, I'm a backer of this game, so that's cool. The important part though, the game is taking longer to develop than we had planned, but we don't want to rush and produce a game that does not meet your expectations. Pre-sale funds will help us expand the team and accelerate the release, and of course we would love you to test. Now this says two things to me. One, that the developers are doing things right, and I know last time I said that there were some concerns, but especially after this email and other talks to the developers, it is clear that they are doing things right. They are taking their time, they're not chucking out whatever they have now and just saying, hey, you can buy now and then get the game in a few months but play this broken mess right now. They're saying, no, we're going to take our time and we're going to do this right. So props to the developers for that, because there aren't many that do that these days, and I think it's brilliant to see that actually a couple of game companies are doing this now, going back to the traditional route of releasing a whole game. Like, I know this is an indie developer, but also Capcom with Resident Evil 2 and Monster Hunter World, like they're going back to the idea of here's a whole game where you don't have to pay loads of extra stuff, like free DLC for Resident Evil. Like, I'm getting off topic, but I just think it's cool that developers are slowly migrating back towards the fact that players enjoy a complete experience more than paying for DLC. Shocker, right? But anyway, the second thing that says to me as well is that the release date might actually be a little bit further away than we expect, and I would normally be upset about this, but now that I'm reassured that the developers are very active and are actually doing this right, it's less of a concern. But the fact that they say that the pre-sale funds will help us to expand the team makes me think there's a few more steps to go than many would have expected for the release date. Some people thought that we were literally on the brink of a release, but this email to me says that they've still got a while to go, because expanding the team is not really you don't do that right before the launch of a game. Naturally, you expand the team for more of a long-term project thing. So I think the game might probably, if I was going to put any money in it, I would say that the pre-sales will launch maybe summer this year, June, July time. That would be my best guess, but that is a complete educated guess. But yeah, so that the two things that this email confirms is that yes, the game is going well, the developers are doing it right, taking their time, and two, that it is probably a bit further away than some of us are expecting, but I reckon it'll be a good thing in the long run if they keep doing things the way they are. Now, the second thing is from a source that does not want to be promoted on Twitter, and it's actually something that I'm taking with a pinch of salt, so I'm kind of glad, so I wouldn't take this as anything factual. I'm sure one of the developers or someone that is very close to the developers will confirm this in a comment somewhere, but I got sent an email from, I can't say the name because I didn't want to this is annoying, I don't know how I'm going to adjust this. Okay, so Mr. No Name sent me an email saying that he has a friend that has been working within the company, and basically there was rumors that the game might include split screen. Now the reason this was sent to me is because I make it public quite a lot that I love split screen more than anything. Like, split screen is one of my favorite features in a game because I always love playing with my friends physically in the same room as opposed to online. I'm not actually a big online gamer, like, and that's a lie, I play lots of games online, but in terms of like my appreciation for it, I prefer split screen. So developers, if you're listening to this and it's true, then oh my god, I love you, and I will buy 2 copies of the game just to support you more. And if you are listening to this and you haven't got any plans for split screen, then please consider it, because split screen will be awesome. And it pains me that PC never gets any good split screen games, and games that are split screen on console never make it to PC, or not with the split screen part intact anyway. They kind of rip that out because for some reason, you know, PC gamers are too poor to afford 2 gamepads. Why the hell did I just say gamepad? I meant to say controller. I don't know why I just went back a few years. You know what I mean. Developers seem to think that PC gamers can't get their hands on 2 controllers, and spoiler alert, most PC gamers probably do have 2 controllers, because many PC gamers do also own a console. Like, I know there's the whole PC Master Race thing, but most people do have a console lying around somewhere, or at least a 360 back in the golden days, and they work perfectly on PC. But back on topic, honestly, if anyone from the dev team is listening to this video, at least consider split screen if you're not already, because it would genuinely be awesome. Like, I don't know how hard it is to implement split screen. If you guys don't know, I'm actually trying to make a game myself, because I'm a software developer. That's my job, and one of my goals is split screen. So maybe in a few months I'll come back and say actually it's way harder to implement than I realized. But for a big developer team, it would be kind of cool to see them actually consider split screen. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think split screen is important? Because honestly, it breaks my heart that we see so little split screen games these days. I have so many good memories of playing like Halo and even Call of Duty, the old ones, with my friends online back in the day, and I don't really have many of those memories anymore because companies seem to think that we can't get people in the same room or have multiple controllers. Or was it Phil Spencer that was like, people have such busy lives that we can't see each other because, you know, I never have friends over on the weekend. That doesn't happen. We're all too busy. That was sarcasm, just in case anyone didn't realize. I think it's stupid. But anyway, let me know if you think the split screen would be a cool thing. I mean, it's one of those games where I'm not entirely convinced that it will have split screen because it's a very vast game with lots of things going on. But nonetheless, I think it would be absolutely sick to have it in. It would remind me of the classic Rainbow Six games. Rainbow Six 3 in particular was a brilliant split screen game on the original Xbox. If you didn't play it, then I feel sorry for you, because it was one hell of a game. I remember playing with my dad all the damn time. But that about wraps up this video, and I want to end this video just by quickly saying that I am sorry for the mistake in the last video I made on this game. It wasn't a big thing, and at the time I didn't really think I needed to apologise for it, but now that the developers have been so vocal and active, even with me and talking to me directly, I feel bad for the fact that I said that they've been so quiet. I know the Reddit page that they had was very hidden, it was hard to find, it wasn't obvious until they started tweeting about it, you know, because your boy kind of hinted, what? Definitely wasn't me, I'm not gloating. Sorry, I'm actually kind of hyped that I may have had that kind of influence. But anyway, I just want to say that, you know, the developers do actually seem to be far more active than I knew at the time, and I did try and correct it as much as I could in the last video, but I'm going to say now that I am sorry for not publicly making that aware in the video, because I didn't know at the time, it was hidden away and I didn't find it. But if you do want to get in contact with the developers or just know some more information about the game, then go and check out their Reddit page. I will link it in the description. They are actually extremely active on there. They reply to quite a lot of posts I see on there, and there are tons of people on there that know a lot about the game for some reason. I don't know where they know it from, but they know lots. It's like a Reddit page that's full of developers. That's what it feels like anyway. They all know stuff. But anyway, thank you very much for watching this video, guys. If you did enjoy it, I would massively appreciate it if you smack that like button and subscribe for some more awesome content. Like I said, I'm going to be coming out with a schedule very soon and getting things back on track, because I need a schedule, man. I get wrapped up in life so easy and forget to get my stuff sorted on YouTube, so I'm sorry for that. Anyway, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your week, and I will see you guys in the next one. quick update. I've just realised this video is pretty much bang on 10 minutes. For once, this is a coincidence. I sometimes do try and make my videos 10 minutes. Not this time. It's bang on 10 minutes, and now I'm adding this tiny bit of audio to try and push it over the exact 10-minute mark so it doesn't look too obvious. Anyway guys, see you next time.